Okay, this is Benny Bailey Caravan, and what I'm going to do is quickly go through and a bit of a walk around and also a bit of a talk about how to connect things up. Okay, be patient, here's a bit here. So all the connections and everything are inside here, and I'll get to those, what they are specifically, in a moment. Of course, when you're traveling, this needs to be locked. Okay, inside we go. We'll have a quick walk around. So at the back of the caravan is the closet, which was open, basin, toilet, and with the toilet you need to make sure that there is water to flush, and then then when you're finished, you need to, at the end of your camping, you need to empty the cassette out as well. Shower, okay, and then at the front of the cabin you got your sitting down. You can, it's a bit fiddly, but you can undo this latch here. If that latch is not done up and you're traveling, then what will happen is you'll break the cupboard, because this will slide forward, overbalance, and it'll pull out the cupboard. It has happened. So when it's unlatched like this, you can slide it out, and then this flops over, revealing a table. Now when you're using this table, make sure, guys, you don't put weight on it. You can see there, it's like everything in the caravan, it's fairly light, so you wouldn't want to lean on that. So once you finish having your meal or whatever here, my suggestion is to fold it up, put it back. Don't forget, when you're traveling, you need to secure. Put this under here and secure it. That comes back through, and then that feeds into there. Okay, so we've got the two seats. Making the bed is really just as simple as pulling that out. These two fit in the middle, and you can sleep that way. It's 2 meter stretch that way, or 2 singles. Okay, this is the cooler. To get this to work, you need to have the fan on, because it's built in, and there's not enough circulation unless that fan. Now the fan comes on here, fan's there, pushes air through to there, and then we can use this. There is a remote control for that up there. There it is there, and that's your cooler. Heating, you can use this for heating, but we found much better to have a fan heater, which we plug in at night. If we need it at night, we plug it in there I should say, sit it there, and that warms up the whole caravan. It's a little bit more efficient than that, but you can use that for heating as well. What else is there? There's lighting under here, strip lighting under there, and the switches in here. It's probably a bit bright at night, but you know, it does make a difference. And we've got the same thing over here. We've got lighting under here. Cupboards, they all work as you'd expect. The hot water service, well, is down here. Now it can be gas. We've never used it with gas, but most of the time it's electric. That's the thermostat, and you switch this on and the heat will go, and the hot water will go on. Now you must have hot water in the tank. So when you connect up, first thing you do before you switch the hot water service on, before switching that switch on, is fill up the tank, connect, I should say, to the tap, connect the tap to the van, and then make sure that the hot water service is full before you switch that on. And the easiest way to do that is to just simply run the hot water until you don't have any air. And my suggestion is just a little bit, because initially you're going to have a lot of air. The air will eventually peter out, and then you can increase the flow rate to make sure you haven't got any air. So once you've got rid of all the air, then you pretty well know that the hot water service is full of water, and then you can switch it on. Gas down there, the gas taps are in here, just in here, and you can access those as you need. We hardly ever use these, it just heats the van up so much, it's not worth using. The stove is, the fridge is here. It's got the 3 modes, battery, which you can use when you've got an Anderson connection to the car, or 240 volt. When we've got the caravan stationary, and it's not being used, we just have it open so it doesn't smell. In here, got a shovel, little shovel and spade, and brush, and various cleaning bits and pieces there. Hot water here and cold, as what you expect, and that's basically it. We've got a skylight here. When you're travelling, push it back. It does delete, and when it's during summer, it's really hot. So yeah, by all means, I open it, close it during the day. But when you're travelling, it's a good idea to travel like that, because if you have it shut when you're travelling, this can flop down. Make sure again before you travel that this is this flap, this vent is down. That's about it. So I'll turn this off. This is my voltmeter, shows you the condition of the battery. By pushing it to the 1 or 12 volt in the van works. There's a mixture of 12 volt and 240 volts. Some of these are 12 volts, and some of these lights are in fact 240 volt. Okay, I'll now go outside. One of the first things you do is need to provide power. The power will, when the power's connected, it'll be charging the battery up. Now, and also half of the equipment in the caravan is actually 240 volt. So, the thing we need to do first of all is unlock this hatch, and you can see there, you simply plug the power in here, making sure that the cable aligns with that insert. Lock it up. Run your cable to a power point. That's what I'm using there. That cable will come with the caravan. Make sure you return it, and it'll be in, like most of the services, it has its own little bag, if you like. Okay, around here, let's have a look at the collecting the water. So what we're going to do is, in here, in the blue box, I've got all my connections for all my little connections for different types of taps and all that sort of stuff, all sitting in there. As well as that, I've got extensions for the tow, for the extensions for Anderson plug and power, and also I've got additional chain if you need it for towing. Anyway, what I need at the moment for setup is that. And this. Okay, let's have a look in detail. The other thing we've got here is these chairs. Those out. Here we go. This is the water. It's blue. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take that out. You can see here I'm going to be using this grey thing, and I'll get that out in just a moment, and then we'll connect the water up. On the left-hand side, or driver's side, whichever you like to call it, we have the hot water. We have the water here. I need to loosen this, insert that there, and plug this in. So let's have a look at that. Unloosen this center plug here, like that. So we unloosen that, and then we so unloosen that. This will now, this grey thing, and there's a couple of these in case one breaks, that will then screw into there, and I'll simply connect my hose to it. Let's have a look at that. Okay, so I've got the little nozzle attached. This end plugs into there, and that's it. The other end of this will then simply screw in just like your garden hose. And then you turn the tap on. If there aren't any leaks, you won't see any water coming out. Don't forget what I mentioned before. The first thing you need to do is get that air out of the system before switching on the hot water service. So in the hatch you'll also find sullage hose. That's this thing here. What I need to do is connect this device to the sullage pipes, and then connect this hose to that pipe. So let's have a look at that. On the side, the same side as the water, I should say, is the sullage. This plugs into there, and then this will then, well, actually it's the wrong end, the other end. So unwind all of this, and then just simply connect that into there, and run this away from your caravan, so that when you wash your hands or whatever, use the tap, the wastewater will come out through this. Some caravan parks, you can actually feed this into a designated pipe. Most of them don't have that though. The toilet. You see the toilet inside. There's a flap here, which you unlock with the key. That flops down, and just using a normal 2-litre bottle of lemonade bottle filled with water, you can put in up to about 5 or 6 litres into there. Doesn't matter if it overflows. It will mark this though, so we don't like it, but just about 4 litres should be enough. Okay, and that's your flusher. Down here is your poos and wees. They all end up in this thing here. Gloves here. To get this out, all you do is, there's a little yellow flap, undo that, and it pulls out. Go to the pit, flip this around so it's like this, undo this, okay, and pour the contents into the pit, and there you go. And when you have emptied it out, it's always a good idea to put about a litre of water in there. With the water, add about 35 millilitres of the green toilet additive, which is located under the sink towards the rear of the caravan.